So they cut me off. Just keep talking. So part of why we lost that is because they wanted to make it a bad thing to talk, meaning talking is gossip. When you talk about yourself and your experience, it's not gossip. They don't understand the very definition of gossip, and I'm going to put a link in this description what gossip is, because I think that's when we lost track of reality. Something that they keep talking about is why I don't connect with them, because they don't actually have a grasp on reality. And I mean that. I don't mean it I'm not being like sarcastic. I'm serious when I say that. They don't have a true grasp on reality. And when you start to see and talk to people who don't have a true grasp on reality, they'll never understand what you're saying, and they'll never be able to process it. And that's a big deal. So when other people, and I want to talk about this for a second, when other people didn't get along with these folks, and they've told me, and I think that's another thing that helped me. People told me these things years ago. I understood it, but I couldn't, as a young person, it's hard to, especially when I was growing up, to understand things. Like now, these young people are like gaslighting, projection, they get it. But in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, we didn't get it like that. And even when we saw it on talk shows, it was like, oh, this is similar to that, but we didn't have a word for it. We didn't say, oh, that is definitely somebody who is a predator. That show came when I was an adult, To Catch a Predator, those types of shows. That wasn't something we would say. We would say, he's a little, something's off with that person. That's what we would say. Something's off, or that person is like gross. That person's nasty. That person is, that person, we didn't have the words. So now if everyone, and I hope the people listening